Here's what your doctor probably won't say out loud. Not because he's hiding anything, but because he's playing it safe. There are 3 simple daily habits. Not meds. Not surgeries. Not expensive gadgets. But small, natural, doctor-approved routines. That can protect your prostate like armor. And even bring back some of the strength, control, and confidence you thought you lost. Habits that could mean fewer late-night bathroom trips. Less pressure. Better sleep. And yes, more confidence in the bedroom too. So don't go anywhere. Because what I'm about to tell you, it could be the difference between waiting for a diagnosis to get worse and taking back control, starting today. Let's get into it. I'm Dr. Ethan Mehran, board-certified urologist. And for over 30 years, I've worked with thousands of men just like you, men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who walked into my office worried about the exact same things you're probably thinking about right now. And here's what I've seen over and over again. Most of them didn't need surgery. Most didn't need to drown themselves in pills. They didn't need complicated therapies or expensive tests. What they really needed was the truth. Not sugar-coated. Not brushed aside. Just real, straightforward, actionable truth. And a little consistency. You see, what's happening to your body right now isn't punishment. It's a message. A call to course correct, before things tip too far. This video isn't about scaring you. It's not about selling you a supplement, or forcing you into a routine you'll hate. It's about simple, powerful habits you can use every single day, habits that protect your prostate, naturally. And the best part? These changes don't just help you pee better. They help you sleep better. Feel more energized during the day. And even bring back a level of confidence and control that you might have forgotten was possible. So listen closely. Because I'm going to walk you through each of these 3 habits, one by one. And if you stick with me to the end, I'll give you a bonus tip, something I normally only share with men sitting across from me in my clinic. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's wildly underrated. But before we get into it, let me ask you something. If you're over 60, and you've been feeling those late-night urges, the weaker stream, the slow start, the incomplete finish, the constant second-guessing when you're out in public, then why haven't you subscribed yet? This isn't just another YouTube video. This is a lifeline, not just for you, but maybe for your brother, your neighbor, your best friend. Backhand index pointing right, tap that subscribe button now. Because when it's 3 a.m. again tonight, and you're lying there, staring at the ceiling, asking yourself if this will ever stop, I want you to remember this. You had the answer in front of you. And if you didn't save it, that's on you. Let me tell you about Larry. He's 72. Sharp as a tack. Used to run a small business, still helps out at the local community center. Good man. Proud man. But he came to me frustrated. Doc, he said, I can't sleep anymore. Every night, I'm up 2, sometimes 3 times. I go, but I still feel like I didn't go. He'd been to 2 other doctors before me. Both gave him the same answer, pills. Didn't work. So I asked Larry a question no one else had asked. What do you do in the 7 minutes after dinner? He looked confused. Nothing, he said. I sit. Watch TV. Clean up. Why? And that's when I gave him the 7-minute rule. Just 7 minutes of gentle movement, a walk around the house. Then, 1 more bathroom trip. And 1 light pelvic floor stretch I taught him. That's it. You see, as men age, the bladder muscles don't respond the same way. They need training. Structure. A signal. Bladder training, timed urination, and mild movement right after meals. These things help your body fully empty the bladder. Not halfway. Not most of the way. Fully. And here's the kicker. Most men don't realize this, but they're holding back urine without knowing it. Every time you go, you might be leaving 80 to 100 milliliters behind. That leftover urine becomes a problem. It irritates your bladder. It causes urgency. It increases infection risk. And over time, it can stretch your bladder so much that you'll lose the ability to empty it at all. I know what you're thinking. Wait, what? Yeah. It sounds backward. You thought holding your pee was making your bladder stronger? It's the opposite. Empty it fully, consistently, and gently, and the symptoms you've been blaming on age start to fade. Larry called me 2 weeks later. Said it was the best sleep he'd had in 3 years. And he hadn't changed a single medication. Still think you don't need this? Fine. But if the day comes when your doctor tells you your bladder's too weak to empty on its own, and they mention catheters, or worse, surgery, remember this video. And remember that you watched it, but didn't subscribe. Because when it's your health on the line, you'll wish you'd paid attention to something this simple. Let me introduce you to Stan. Stan's 66. A Vietnam vet. Tough as they come. Doesn't talk much unless he has something worth saying. When he sat down in my office, he leaned back in the chair, arms folded, and said, "Doc, I don't trust pills. Never have. Is there something I can eat instead?" I smiled. Because that's the kind of question I love. I told him, "Stan, if you're gonna change just one thing about your morning routine, let it be this. Add 2 Brazil nuts, and 1 teaspoon of raw pumpkin seeds to your breakfast. That's it. Simple, right? But what's inside those tiny seeds and nuts is no small matter. You see, Brazil nuts are loaded with selenium. A mineral your prostate absolutely depends on. And pumpkin seeds? They're packed with zinc, the backbone of testosterone production. Now, here's the part that most guys don't know. By the time you hit 60, your body stops absorbing these minerals like it used to. And when that happens, your testosterone levels start to drop. Inflammation creeps up. The prostate slowly enlarges. Bit by bit. Month by month. Until one day you realize you've lost the edge. Not just in the bedroom, but in your energy, your clarity, your sense of power. And the thing is, you don't feel a mineral deficiency. There's no alarm bell. No flashing red light. It's silent. It's slow. And it steals from you while you're not even looking. You wake up a little more tired. You feel a little more stiff. You hesitate when you didn't used to. You second-guess yourself more often. And you start believing the lie, that this is just part of aging. But let me tell you something. Aging doesn't mean shrinking. It doesn't mean fading. It doesn't mean giving up the fire that made you who you are. You still have it. It's just waiting for a spark. And sometimes, that spark looks like a Brazil nut and a handful of seeds on your plate every morning. It's not a miracle. It's a choice. A habit. And over time, it changes everything, from your hormones, to your inflammation, to the way you feel in your own skin. So let me ask you straight. If you're over 60, and you haven't checked your selenium or zinc levels, if you haven't taken a second to think about what those quiet deficiencies are doing to your manhood, then what are you waiting for? Backhand index pointing right, hit subscribe right now. Because this video might be the only thing that tells you the truth this clearly. And if you're still not convinced, if you think you've got time to wait, then scroll down. Drop a comment. And tell me why you're okay gambling with your vitality. Because that's what it is. A gamble. And when the stakes are your confidence, your strength, your drive, there's no such thing as a small loss. Habit number 3, the nightly prostate walk. Let me tell you what most men do after dinner. They eat, they sit, and they stay there. TV on. Socks off. Recliner tilted back just enough. And they think, well, I've earned this. But your prostate? It's silently screaming, move. Please, move. I get it, the couch calls. You've had a long day. Your legs feel stiff. The air outside might be a little too cold. But this right here, this is where the quiet damage happens. Not with a bang. Not with a warning. Just a slow tightening, swelling, congestion building in places no one talks about. And you wake up that night, again, to pee. Maybe twice. Maybe 3 times. And it messes with your sleep, your energy, your mood the next day. All because the circulation down there never got its nightly reset. Now, picture this. You finish your dinner. You stand up. You slip on your shoes, no need for anything fancy. You open the door. The air outside is soft. Cool. Quiet. The sky's painted in that last bit of sunset. And as you walk, slowly, steadily, you feel something shift. Your legs warm up. Your breath deepens. Your lower body comes alive again. That's not just a stroll. That's therapy, for your prostate, your bladder, and your soul. You don't need a marathon. You don't need a gym. You just need that 15-minute promise to yourself, every night. Because here's the truth. When you stop moving, you start collecting fluids, inflammation, pressure. And your pelvic floor, that delicate foundation beneath everything down there, gets tight, tired, congested. And that's when problems begin. You start losing the things you once took for granted. A solid stream. A full night's sleep. A confident moment with your partner. But the craziest part? You used to have all this. You had stamina. Drive. Fire in your step. It's not gone, it's buried under routines that no longer serve you. This simple walk, this gentle habit, it's how you reclaim some of that. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to go far. You just need to go. And if that sounds too hard, if reclaiming your sleep, your comfort, your manhood sounds like too much effort, then scroll down and tell me why. Tell me why you're okay waking up every night, stiff, tired, frustrated, when a 15-minute walk could have made all the difference. I'll wait. But your body won't. You've just heard 3 habits. 3. No prescriptions. No side effects. No waiting in line at a pharmacy. Just a few minutes in the morning, a handful of nuts, a quiet walk, and one forgotten fruit. But most men won't act. They'll save the video. Tell themselves they'll try it next week. Forget. Then, 5 years later, they'll sit in a cold urologist's office. Pants around their ankles. Hearing the words no man wants to hear. We caught it late. Look in the mirror tonight. Ask yourself, quietly. Is what I'm doing today building the man I want to be tomorrow? Because here's the truth. Your testosterone doesn't care about your intentions. Your prostate doesn't care about your excuses. Your circulation doesn't care about how tired you are. They respond to one thing, what you do. So don't just watch this and scroll. Pause. Write down the 3 habits. Seedling morning mineral boost. Man walking the nightly walk. Avocado the forbidden fruit. Try them for 7 days. No shortcuts. And come back to this video. Tell me how you feel. Because if you're a man over 60, you're not just living for yourself anymore. You're the rock. The foundation. The memory your grandkids will carry. They don't need you perfect. They need you present. Strong. Steady. I believe in you. Even if you've let yourself slip. Even if you've forgotten what strength feels like. You're still him. The man who made it this far. Let's help you go further, with clarity, energy, and peace. You've been through a lot, haven't you? The surgeries. The pills that promised too much. The quiet nights, staring at the ceiling, wondering if this is just how it ends, slowly, uncomfortably, and with less and less of yourself left each year. But here you are, still listening. And that tells me something powerful. You still have fight left in you. Your story doesn't end with a diagnosis. It doesn't end in a hospital bed. It ends on your terms, with strength, clarity, and choices made from wisdom, not fear. Every stretch you do. Every prostate-friendly food you eat. Every walk you take when it's easier to sit. Is a declaration. I still matter. My health still matters. My life still has purpose. Because the truth is, your grandchildren don't need another superhero. They just need you. Here. Whole. Present. Most men won't talk about this. The night trips to the bathroom. The fear of leaks during the day. The slow fading of energy, drive, even desire. We bottle it up. We laugh it off. We call it just getting older. But it's not weakness to speak the truth. It's strength. And you, watching this now, have already done the hard part, facing it. So if you've made changes, even small ones, be proud. You're reclaiming your life, step by step, habit by habit. This is the new standard for aging men. Not survival, but strength. Not hiding, but healing. Not decline, but discipline. You're not the average man over 60. You're the 1% that's decided enough is enough. You choose to walk. You choose to stretch. You choose to fuel your body with healing foods, and let go of the silent poisons you were never warned about. This isn't just about you. It's about them. Your wife who still believes in you. Your children who still watch when you think they don't. Your grandchildren, who are learning what aging should look like, through you. You don't just age for yourself. You age as a role model. You age as a protector. You age as a gift, for everyone who loves you. So start today. Don't wait for another blood test. Don't wait for another bad night of sleep. Don't wait until fear finally outweighs pride. Start with boron. Start with spinach. Start with 15 minutes after dinner. But most importantly, start with belief. Belief that your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting just on the other side of better habits. You've done your part for others. Now, do this for you. Because when you're strong, they're safe. And when you heal, the whole family breathes easier. Don't go quietly. Go powerfully. Go with purpose. And grow old, like a warrior.